Welcome, one and all, to episode 16 of Crit the Bed, an actual play D&D 5e show. You may have noticed that we are missing Ellie, but don't worry, she is only temporarily gone for this episode. She's doing her civic duty and having her COVID vaccination today. So I think more than any, that is an excellent reason for not being in attendance tonight. So we wish all well with that. But never fear, we have 4 intrepid players ready and raring, I assume, to go. Yes, Brady Bunch style.
Raring like a blue steak.
Oh, I like it. Nice.
News from the chat, everything is working. No one is muted. Wow.
Imagine that.
All that went wrong was that
We actually
Tim
went live.
posted us live.
Right.
Maybe episode 7.
But nobody saw that. Something's got to go wrong, and I was getting it out right off the top. So it's all good.
Is that our tagline?
Yeah.
Is that our tagline? Crit the bed. Something's got to go wrong.
Something's got to go wrong.
I'm sorry, my nana had her COVID vaccine today as well.
Hey. That's great news.
Party
Finally.
out.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're all slowly getting there. So, yeah, hopefully everybody in chat. Oh, thank you, Spoopy Milk Penguin, for sending another 25 bits on Josh saying, "I'm going to come for you." Always disturbing to hear.
Josh, why did you look shocked? You said it.
Yeah.
I just wasn't expecting that to be the one that Tim was talking about and that Spooky had paid for.
Yep.
And Tim just over-announced the cum bit, which...
I don't think I did, did I? Maybe
Josh
I did.
is
Who
what you
knows
wanted.
at this point?
I already feel delirious.
We haven't even introduced ourselves.
we haven't even dreused ourselves.
We haven't even introduced ourselves.
That's the one.
Okay.
Neil's been drinking all day.
Oh, there is a problem.
It is
People said
Tuesday.
that we can't hear the alerts.
Oh.
Can't hear the alerts.
I actually didn't see it come up either on mine.
Oh, you didn't see it come up.
No, either.
Amazing. So,
Sorry.
so I mean, I heard that one
Oh, there you go,
again
there you
from
go,
Spoopy Milk
yeah.
Penguin,
That's
25
good.
bits for touching yourself.
Did it work?
Did it work?
Worked on my end, and I
I
saw
saw
it
this
come up.
one. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
I think Spoopy should just keep on paying for the alerts all the way through.
I feel guilty, Spoopy. You don't have to do this. This is not.
Josh, I think
prerequisite watching
your spoopy. I'm gonna come for you because you paid for it. You didn't get it.
That's true. Actually, yeah. If you didn't hear it, then I think you should give them a free one.
Yeah.
Come for you.
Okay, so like it
Come
was
on,
out on the
Anna.
I'm.
That was even worse.
Weird. Huh?
So we're going to clip that, and that'll be a 500 bit. Also, thank you, Annie, for spending 25. It's just going to be this for the rest of the episode. When Ellie's gone, we're just playing with sound effects for the rest of the episode. But I think it happened like whilst we're all talking, so it blended in. But I did hear it come through. I don't know if anybody else did.
I didn't know Josh was going to do that.
No.
Sorry.
It's okay. That's
I
absolutely fine.
missed it because I was trying to it.
It's
What was it
all
you were saying?
gravy.
I'm gonna come for you.
So
Fancy Mike.
so strained the way you did it then.
It's because I feel a bit awkward because my wife's in the room.
Okay.
Bring her on.
Right, anyway, before we get even more sidetracked with even more things, I'm going to do a quick recap. We can introduce our characters, and then we're ready to go. In fact, we'll do it the opposite way around. Let's introduce the characters, then I can do a recap, and we'll go straight into the episode. That seems a more sensible way of doing it. So, without further ado, apart from the fact that I have to roll a die in roll 20. 1. Khalil.
Hey.
I would very much like you to introduce Alice. What is Alice's character's name? What does Alice's character do? Or does? And I'm running out of things to do with like intro stuff.
What's her kickball name?
Kickball name.
Oh,
Ooh.
like if she had a nickname and was a kickball star. Like what would her, like Aya the something.
That's good. Okay, all right. So it's Alice's ASMR, the ASMR paladin.
Yeah.
What she do is she usually smash things.
Should you smash?
She smash things, and her kickball name would be Aya the. I already said smash, so it doesn't make sense as smasher. Aya the mumbler Samar.
So your kickball name is the
Look at to do
Mumbler.
with kickball.
So this could also potentially become canon, much like last week's episode,
Yeah.
because you do all have a kickball team. So I suppose you do have to all have kickball monikers.
Good.
So lovely. So Alice, let's see. You get to name. You get to name Josh. So who is Josh's character? What does Josh's character do? Does?
What do you do?
What does character Josh do? And what would Josh's character's kickball name be?
Oh God. Okay. Well, Parter is Josh plays Parter, the Furbog Druid.
Or is it Parter that plays Josh? We don't know at this point.
Sometimes I wonder. There's a fine line in between them. He does a lot of puking, a lot of murdering, weirdly for a pacifist, and I get like bad stick for being a bad pet mum, but I think he forgets he has like a horde of insects in him that he does nothing to maintain life of. So
I do always forget about them.
yeah, and because of his love for lemon tart, Parter's sorry, Judge. Parter's kickball name is Parter the Tart.
I think that's pretty appropriate. Yeah, I like
Pretty
it.
good.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
The tart.
Part of the tart.
Parter the Tart.
Yeah. Got Air the Mumbler and part of the tart.
Nice.
So Josh,
Right.
what character does Annie play? What does Annie's character do or does? And what would Annie's character's kickball moniker be?
Annie plays Mike, the changeling sorcerer.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah. It's only been 2 years. She does slashy, stabby. And her moniker would be the landlord.
Despite it. Oh yeah, because the landlord of a pub.
Yeah, I was going to go the smiler, but I'm going to go the
But
landlord.
you also didn't want to go landlady either.
Can I
Landlady.
just say that the chat is coming up with better names than others? Mine so far, mine is
The-
Arthmaster.
Oh yeah, but that was yeah.
Parter's is the Parterfist.
Nice.
And
That could be my special move as well. when I
No,
tap
don't
somebody.
say that.
Mike is ankle biter or ankle slasher, depending on who you are.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, these are all in flux, so if you wish to choose. So the chat is effectively like your kickball fans. You have at least some notoriety out there. So you've got at least like 3 fans
It's the
that have heard
standard.
of your team.
I want to see some NPCs in the stands next time holding up signs that say "Ass Master."
Yeah.
Ass Master.
Yeah, we need to draw that in.
I
Oh yeah.
apologise, Alice, but I think I'm going to have to go for Spoopy's Parterfist.
Parterfist
Okay.
sounds cooler than the tart. So I don't like
I don't want to be the tart.
And so Annie, who does Khalil's play? What is Khalil's character? What do they do or does? And what would their kickball name be?
So Chad plays Khalil,
Huh?
and he is our resident lizard who has an axe for an arm, an arm for an axe.
Nailed it.
Such a mouthful every week. Chad, we love Chad. He likes daffodils. He likes tiramisu with a glass of red wine. That's how he likes to set in for the evening. He, like I said, has an axe for an arm, or an arm for an axe, and he likes to. I don't know whether he likes to or not, but he gets himself involved in relationships, whether he means to or not. He just sort of falls into them. His kickball champion name would be Greaseball Lightning.
Nice.
That's
Grease
good.
for obvious reasons, and Lightning grease ball lightning because he runs really fast when he's lizard.
His lizard
running.
run.
Yeah, that's his name.
That's a good name.
Yeah. Greaseball Lightning.
That will fill up my jersey really quick too. Chad, Greaseball, Lightning, Lizard, Wizard, the third junior.
Jeez Louise.
Such a mouthful. Such a mouthful.
Jack Taylor has just said greasy man.
Greasy man.
Greasy man.
Just greasy man. Chad Hareem Lizard.
Yeah.
The Partifist, just quickly, Tim, you'll probably see it already. But the Partifist is canon now because I've added it to my character sheet.
Okay.
He's now.
Amazing. Part of the Partivist. Okay. Wonderful. So, previously, on episode 15 of Crit the Bed, after coddling Napnar in his semi-conscious state, the friendly boys collectively decide to attempt to integrate themselves with the former Keldians by setting out to forage for supplies and food. In the meantime, Mike is trapped in the teleportation plant system and finds herself in a cold crystal cave, with the voice of a patron bidding her service once again. Once the party is reunited, they venture into the nearby forest to gather food, but some of the team soon notice an unwanted tag-along to the group. Whilst Air finds a cache of egg, Pip puts Parter to sleep and Chad becomes obstinate to everyone else. So, without further ado, ready to crit the bed. I don't know why there should be a musical scene here, but it feels like this.
It's going to take a while to go with that.
Also, Badgers and Spoons said another suggested name for Chad would be Lover Man.
Mr. Lover.
Yeah,
Mr. Chadtastic.
Not opposed to it.
Appropriately stupid.
Right, so you're all still in the wood. Chad is in his small little ditch. You've got a cache of eggs. And you've got a little tag-along forest girl.
Oh, yeah.
You're pretty grumpy.
Yeah, it's Mildred, right?
Correct.
Has anybody else seen Mildred yet?
Yes, Mike has. But you don't know that Mike has yet. Oh, no, wait a minute. I think you came down, didn't you, and started talking to them?
No, I haven't yet, but he would have got the message from Pip when Pip was trying to explain.
That's
Mike
right.
told us there's someone else there.
Yeah, I think, didn't we rock up with the eggs and you started cracking them into a mouth?
No, I chewed up a peach and fed her like a bird.
That's correct.
Okay.
I didn't want to crack open the eggs because I'm pretty sure those are lizard eggs, which we should not be eating.
Oh, yeah, sorry,
We
yeah.
should be nestling on them. So you can keep looking for food.
Because that's what this party needs is more pets to look after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Considering how much we kill our own pets, it's funny that doesn't seem to be an animal in this world that we can kill ethically. One of us has a problem.
Just gonna throw it out there. We could kill Sebastian. Just cook him up.
Keep throwing that out there.
No, we're not touching Sebastian in that
What?
way.
Spit roast him.
God.
Do that.
No.
Josh,
The part of
No,
fist
no, no.
strikes again.
Jesus.
are you right in the room, Josh?
No, she's gone. It's just my cat now.
The cat's just giving you
Cat is shaming
disappointed looks.
Oh, he's got nothing to go on because he's licking where he shouldn't be licking right now.
Oh, yeah. It's slightly less obscene thing you could do at this point.
Filthy animals.
Indeed. So, what do you like to do? You've got these eggs that you went out to forage for. Not these specifically, but you've got those giant sort of peach berries as well.
Yeah,
Calling
which
them.
everybody doesn't want me to eat. And
It's
she,
undulating.
Mildred can't eat them. Should we try to feed her something else that she didn't conjure?
Well, just thank you to Spoopy Milk Penguin for another 25 bits of me saying undulating in the middle of all that. Whilst I'm also talking about fleshy peach berries.
Why did my mum just say, I'll insert the spit?
Oh,
Lynn.
I don't know.
Can we get that as a soundbite?
Goodness.
Yeah, we can just get your mum to record
Get my
that.
mum to send it.
Yeah.
He's spitting her mouth like a baby lizard. Pasha,
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't know this bit.
That's
What?
better.
This is
Anyway,
going off the rails immediately.
this is what happens when Ellie's not here. So,
Yeah.
it's happened once before where we got nothing done during an episode.
Oh, we're
Once
getting loads
before?
done. We're getting loads
I feel
done.
like that happened like 50 times before.
Yeah, true. So you also know that anything she touches as well decays very, very quickly. So she's not being able to sort of feed herself, or she's not effectively being able to feed herself very, very well, and she does look quite emaciated.
Well,
to shake your axe.
no, my axe is here to stay. It's been 40 episodes. You guys have to accept it now. He's part of the team, aren't you, Aldous?
Aldous is just big eye, flicks around,
Why not?
searching, like looking at each one of you in the face.
I thought you were going to start making him talk like that.
Aren't you? Yeah, I love you guys.
You're going to draw a little mouth on it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, so now everybody's... Can I introduce Mildred?
Yeah.
All right, don't touch her. Not that you would. But this is Mildred. Everybody that we love and know has excommunicated her for some horrendous reason. But don't touch her, and we should feed her, and she can grow peaches. And that's all you need to know about Mildred, my companion in moping.
How do we feed her if we can't touch her?
It's a little complicated, but it involves you eating, or at least chewing. But don't think about it too much. She just ate. She's all right for a little bit.
Did you throw up in her face?
Well, not in her face, in her mouth.
She left you alone for like 5 minutes.
Which you should never do. You should know this.
And you've made a ditch for yourself, and you've thrown up in a child's mouth.
Yep.
Right?
What happens?
Yeah.
But she can feed us all these peaches. Does anybody want to try a peach?
No.
Are they all right? Do we trust them?
Is that what I chewed up and fed
Yes.
to her? Yes. Then yes, I'm going to prove to everybody that we can trust Mildred by taking a very delicate bite of peach that I ingest.
Okay. It tastes sweet, and kind of like just it bursts in your mouth, and it kind of sprays your face in this. I'm gonna. I was kind of like going through it in my head. I was like, I'm gonna stop there.
I'm glad you did.
Yeah, but it's much like eating a peach, but on a larger scale. It kind of looks like a peach coloured, and it's still got that peach fuzz on the outside, but it's more of the shape of like a bell pepper, and is at least like 3 or 4 times the size of an English peach, as it were. There's no such thing as English peaches.
I did a check that I think I failed, so I very much trust her. But if anybody else wants to use any of their knowledge or skills to see if they can, clearly see that she's a ghoul, by all means. But otherwise, I think she should come with us, and we will find a cure for her decaying diseases.
I can use divine sense just to check. She seems nice, but I'll use divine sense just to see if anything pings.
Okay.
So it's celestial, fiend, undead, or affected by the hollow spell.
Okay. You know that she's not a celestial, and she's not undead either, and you don't get any fiendish vibes emanating. So those 3 things she kind of reads negative to.
Is there a way to check? I think Potter mentioned it last week that she's definitely cursed. Does anybody have a way to identify a curse, whether from their gods or from a spell? Because that would be the only other thing that I'd check before I immediately bring her along with us and continue to feed her with my mouth.
I don't think so. I have I can check for diseases and stuff, but not curses. I guess that would be more magical people.
Fair enough. Well, then she's coming along for the ride.
So she can just make fountains of fruit.
Peaches.
Just peaches specifically. Have you asked her this, or are you just assuming that because the first thing she made was a peach?
Well, she did it one time, so I assume that's the only thing she did.
That's all she can do. Okay. I wonder how much she can do it since we're in the woods looking for bountiful sources of food.
She hasn't given us any indication yet, but I also would be wary before we feed everybody a bunch of potentially cursed peaches. But I just had a bite and I feel fine, so
If we feed
Go
them
back with
cursed
something.
food and they get cursed, they won't know that until we're gone, and we'll be in our good books because we fed them.
They did excommunicate this poor orphan,
Yeah,
which I know all about.
Well, we'll teach them to not
I feel like
excommunicate people.
all of our plans are short term.
she's like standing right in front of us, and we're just talking about her like she's not there.
Oh, you look around and she's not standing there anymore. You look over and she's currently chasing down like a small squirrel-like creature.
She's a slippery little
Doing
bugger.
better at
She-
hunting than we are. We never found a squirrel.
Yeah,
I didn't even
but
know there were squirrels.
it escapes up the tree before she can kind of get her hands on it.
Well, I'm happy if you trust this little Victorian ghost child to bring her home with us and keep it forever. But we should probably bring something back that we're willing to let people eat,
Like a squirrel.
like a squirrel.
There was talk of, well, at least talk of it within my own head, of enlarging one of the peaches that she grew.
Do you want people to eat the peach?
I mean, we can keep searching for more squirrels.
I think enlarge a peach. But
We'll need a lot of squirrels, though.
We could enlarge a dead squirrel.
I don't
Yeah,
want
but
you
that would
to-
just double in size. That would just be like eating a cat.
If she can make infinite peaches, why would we need to make one of the peaches giant? Why didn't she just make more peaches?
Because we
Because
make a giant
it's-
peach, we find somebody called James, and we have a bit of fun.
Yeah, we stick a balloon on it, we fly around the world.
we fill it with bugs.
You guys make no sense. I don't understand this world.
Also, Chad, can I just check? Did you ask her what's an interesting fact about her? We have got her names. Thank you for that. And
No,
also, like, where is she from, or how did she get this thing?
So she's from Keld. The interesting fact is that she eats vomit from me, and people kicked her out of town, including Napnar, who I'm wondering if we should have saved from that cage now, and the Pooch Pals, who kicked her out of town.
Do we know if she was cursed or born with this power?
I didn't ask any of those questions.
Okay.
I just asked the basics. You know, what's your name? What's the fun fact about you? Would you like to eat something that I already ate?
What
Yeah,
if
stand
she's
No,
what if she's like a big bad witch in disguise?
Just like thank Spoopy for another 25 bits of me saying Napnar
Yay!
on the mention of should you have rescued him from the cage. Sorry, Josh, you were saying about
Yeah, what if she's just a big bad witch and she's disguised as a kid? She's trying to lead us astray.
Cool.
She just wants some food.
Chuck her in the water and see if she floats. If she floats,
That's
she's okay.
nothing. We're not throwing her in the water.
Rude.
It
That's
just
what they
seems like
use.
mean. It doesn't even seem to
You're
prove
gonna,
anything.
you're gonna get cursed by a witch, is what's gonna happen.
Well, it's proven if she's a witch or not.
Prove any-
You're a druid. How do you think that?
Let me ask Mildred.
okay, you turn around and Mildred's like left the tree that the squirrel darted up. She's now like skipping in amongst the brush. Every time she comes up to a little sapling, she's giving it a little poke and then watching it wither, and then skipping off and then finding like another flower or sapling and then poking it and then watching it wither and then skipping off and doing it again.
Worse than me.
Mildred, have you always been like this?
She stops skipping and turns around and shakes her head.
Who did this to you?
It just happened.
Are you a witch?
Which
Good question, Chad.
she's like, I don't think so.
When did it happen?
When my mother died,
Who's your mother? Was your mother?
I just called her Mama.
How long have you been living out here? How many days?
A few weeks, about 10 days.
That's not that long. Is she 5 years old? Is she 10 years old? Can we sort of tell?
Yeah, she
Also,
looks
is
between
she a
like 5
human?
and 8. Sorry, between 5 and 10 years old. Like with all the mud and stuff and like, hair and stuff and caked on, and like being so emaciated, it's difficult to like put an exact age on her. Sorry, what was the other question?
I already forgot. How did I
Can
lose? It's an important question.
Should I use detect magic on her?
Did you? Have you? No, you haven't.
No, I
haven't
said,
yet.
could I?
Oh, could you?
Could I?
Yeah, you can cast detect magic spell.
I mean, there's obviously some magic going on, but like it might tell us what the magic is.
If it's only been 10 days, did you see the gnolls?
She nods.
Did they do? How did your mother die?
And then she looks sad and down at the ground, and then she kind of half whispers, "Knowles killed her."
Those pesky gnolls.
So the gnolls. What if? Do you know which gnoll killed her?
She shrugs. No, Mama put me in the eaves of our house.
How did you escape? Because the gnolls were still all there.
We don't live in town.
Oh. Where do you live?
In the forest.
Do you want to kill gnolls?
She shrugs.
Do you want to kill a gnoll?
So is your house nearby here?
No, she shakes her head. No, it's near Keld.
What are you doing this far away from your home?
The mayor said it wasn't safe for me to be there anymore.
So she knows about you.
There's definitely something missing. We got the gnolls killing your mum, you hiding. Was this happening? Were you touching stuff and it dying at that point or after?
After.
Can you help us get some food to take back to some of our friends? And once we take you back, do you want to go home? Do you want to go to Keld? What do you want?
She kind of shrugs as well.
Well, if we take you back to Keld, if a gnoll did this, maybe a gnoll can undo this, right?
I didn't see any gnolls.
Wait, but you just said that the gnolls killed your mom,
That's what
right?
the mayor said.
Hmm.
So where were you when this
Hiding.
happened? Right.
I think we take her back and then surprise Nullist? Is it Nullist? What's her name?
Necken Travier.
Necken Travier. And I don't know, confront her with this girl that she kicked out who can kill things with a touch. So maybe we have some leverage.
Mm-hmm.
But we should take some food back.
Yeah. Can I just ask Mildred, when the mayor told you it'd be safer to leave your home, as you've been wandering the woods, have you seen anyone else apart from us?
Yeah, sometimes people have come out to forage for food.
Okay, that makes sense.
Do they talk to you?
I hide.
How come you talk to me?
I haven't seen you before.
I hadn't seen you before either.
She waves.
Can you help us catch something bigger than a squirrel?
How big?
Big.
Like a deer.
She says, I can't do it by myself. And Mama said I shouldn't go there, but if all of us go there, maybe we can get it.
Go where?
To the cave.
The one we just came from.
Shakes her head. No.
Another
What's
one?
in there?
It's a big beast.
Yeah. I think we go catch a big beast, then we enlarge it so it's an even bigger beast. We serve the whole town a feast, and then we have this girl touch all the gnolls and save the day, and then go ride our drakes to
One Drake, all dead.
victory. All the drakes. We'll enlarge and multiply them. We'll lay on these eggs until there's lizards we can rise.
Rise? Oh,
Right.
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 Hey,
To the cave.
To the cave.
Is it the cave that we just came from?
No.
Okay.
It's a cave
Can I,
that... sorry, go on.
I was going to say, can I also, like, just whilst this is all going on, I want to cast Detect Magic just to kind of see if I can tell what magic is.
Does it give you the? It gives you the scholar magic, doesn't it?
Sense presence of magic within 30 feet. If you sense magic in this way, you can use action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic, and you learn this school of magic, if any.
So she's radiating like her. Like if you look to everybody else, everybody's radiating magic from the different magical items. So Mike's got a cloak that's glowing, and then Aya's flail is glowing. Chad's other arm is glowing, that kind of stuff. But she is glowing, like all of her is glowing. And it's the school is necromancy.
She's a ghoul.
She's technically dead.
That's okay.
She's not undead though.
No, she's not undead.
No.
So she might just be. She's just a really powerful little necromancer, maybe. Who knows?
This feels a lot like our friend that we're trying to get the giant people to help us with.
Maybe she can help us with him.
Little girl, was there anybody strange that came into the town other than the gnolls that just killed everybody? Was there anybody magical that came in or saw you? Or
There was a magical gnoll.
it was our friend, the big bad boss one.
The guy I tried to... Yeah.
Yeah, the one that you sent away and then popped back up.
And then he popped right back in. Yeah. What a dick. Well, we should cover our scent because lizards have good noses and they can probably follow those eggs, which we should not eat, but we should nurse to livelihood. So that way, yeah, we'll keep them, but cover your scent.
How do you propose covering your scent? You smell.
Well, I'm quite smelly, so maybe that will do the trick. I don't think I have a smell spell. Oh no, that already rhymed.
I'm going to say that I don't smell because I'm a vampire. I don't.
No, but the eggs. The lizard could track the scent of the eggs if we carry the eggs with us.
Why are we stealing them when we're not going to eat them anyway?
You tell me. You took them.
Because we're gonna create land drakes
Okay.
and we're gonna ride them.
Which we can ride in 10 to 15 years. We should cover our scents or cover the trail or give the eggs to, I don't know, hide them somewhere safe.
Does somebody want to roll a survival check? And if they're being helped by someone else, they can roll with advantage.
Yeah, I've got +5. I'm happy to.
Go for it. I've got +4.
Yeah. So do you two want to help each other?
Yeah.
Say no.
No. So Party, you can roll with advantage on your survival check. It's covering your scent.
15 and 23.
There you go. Yeah.
Boom.
Chad, you can't even smell your own lizard scent. Let alone
Hey,
the
good.
ones from these eggs.
Lucky me.
We've just
Oh no,
shoved
sorry,
some
yours is
flowers
a
into
magical,
plants into his
a
nose.
magical smell. So actually, yeah, you
Oh,
can.
man.
But you can't smell your natural lizard musk. Only the terrible sewage
myself.
smell that emanates off of you
Lovely.
all the time.
Wait,
Which doesn't
I've
seem to
gotten
bother the
familiar
little girl.
to it. Does she smell?
She smells of rotten flesh.
You sniff her and she smells like it smells like mud and earth and bracken and twigs and
Stop sniffing children.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, I'm surprised she's not terrified of this giant lizard guy that's sniffing her and puking up in her face.
Yeah,
Well,
but
I fed her.
She knows that she can turn to stone just by touching, or like turn to dead. Turn to dead.
Turn to dead.
yeah, turns dead.
I turned to dead.
Yeah.
Can you take us to this cave with this beast?
She starts running.
I lizard run.
Okay, you get onto all fours and start lizard running. What does
well,
everybody else do?
It's all threes now, Tim. Thank you very much.
How fast?
You don't use the axe.
That's
I feel
my
like you just
tail.
like dig the axe in. Yeah.
My tail's my 4. Okay.
Oh yeah. There you go. Get on all
And
fours.
how fast is she running? She hasn't got little legs.
50 feet per.
Oh damn.
50 feet every 6
Okay.
seconds. So she's dashing. So the rest of you can do 60 feet.
All right.
So you
yeah,
can keep up with her.
I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna dash.
So you all sprint through the woods after this little girl, and after like 15 or 20 minutes of like darting through these, the trees, the root systems, this small little lake that you have to semi-wade through. You go down like a little sort of semi-naturally formed mudslide that is created by a dead tree that's collapsed to one side and upended its roots and created a natural divot. So you're all kind of like caked in mud by the end of it. You arrive and she starts slowing down. When you get near, you start noticing a lot of the trees and rocks around this cave, naturally formed cave opening, has got slashes in it, like 3 or 4 clawed slashes all over the place. You know, the same way that like bears would use trees to like sharpen their claws or like scratch themselves with and that kind of stuff, like that, but all around this area.
Is it a bear? Can we tell if it's a bear?
Yeah, you can roll a nature check
Yeah.
with disadvantage.
It's with disadvantage. I know. Fucking shit! Natural 1.
It's a bear.
It's a bear.
100%.
Oh, no.
It's a bear.
In fact, it might be 2 bears,
Can I roll?
judging by it. Yeah, of course.
What am I rolling?
Nature.
Can I just start making bear sounds?
Yeah. In fact, do you think it might be, judging by like how high up some of the claw marks are, it might be one bear sitting on the shoulders of another bear.
I really want to like conjure beast and just. It's not gonna waste. I'm not gonna-
18.
18. Yeah. This looks like. First of all, this looks like a large beast has created this. So one that's up to 10 feet, either tall or long, depending on their configuration. And judging by the claw marks, it looks like a big cat. Sort of like a lion, leopard, panther, that kind of thing. But there's other marks here that don't perfectly marry up with the look of a regular big cat. The spacing of the paws are weird. Instead of 4 legs, it looks like it might have 6 legs.
Would you say it's a legendary cat?
No, it's a double bear.
Yes, it's a double bear. It's a legendary double bear. It's like 2 bears in a trench coat.
Yeah.
Is that
We're
why
gonna
it
go
looks
see a
like there's
movie.
6 legs? Because they've tied 2 sets of legs together. So you've got 2 front, 2 hind, and then like.
Or isn't it that
merged.
Christian story where like it's being carried by Jesus? Because you look behind yourself in the sand and there's.
They're being carried by Jesus.
Yeah, it's 2 bears being carried by Jesus. I did a check.
Biblical again.
Must have skipped that one. Oh, okay.
It looks like a legendary cat.
Looks like a very big cat with 6 legs.
Legendary cat appears.
Cats don't have 6 legs. It's not a cat, guys.
It's double
Come on.
6 legs, 4 tails.
2 bears.
9 lives.
9
18
lives.
18 lives.
Oh,
Yeah.
But it
Well,
still licks its bit.
I
A
think-
legendary
yeah,
crab
I know.
approaches.
I bet there's a bunch of meat on them bones.
Thank you,
wonder what you're
Spoopy Milk Penguin, that played the rather appropriate. A legendary crab appears. So I'm going to have to alter the story. Now it's a crab cave. And these are crab marks. It's a double crab.
Can we send an emissary in that won't get eaten? Aya, you know, one of your
Are you asking me if I can send in one of my pets as a scapegoat?
that or Potter, you could send a bear in to see if it wants to join that twosome of bears for make a threesome of bears.
I'm really trying to work on being a pacifist, so I'm not gonna just willingly put one of my animals in danger.
You want if
Send one of your bugs in.
If thought sap is on, then I can go invisible and go in and
But-
climb along the walls.
It could still smell you.
I don't
Things
smell-
have smells
I
that
don't
aren't
smell
just
anything.
me.
What about
I don't smell anything.
Oh, do you not?
That's what I've decided.
That Mike has.
Can we do
no
that? Yeah.
scent.
Tim?
If
Is
we
there
can
like
just
a
decide
big?
that I don't smell of anything either.
Are we in a big clearing around this cave entrance?
So you're having a look around a little bit, Potter.
Yeah, I want to have a little look around. I want to scan the environment, just see whether there's any like advantage points if it comes out.
So the closer you get to the cave, you notice that there are bones littered around the mouth of the cave, and these bones consist of all different types of humanoids. You see some that have still got semi-congealed blood on them, It looks like you can see the jaw of a gnoll. There's like the rib cage of like a human or an elf or something that size. And then the cave mouth itself is streaked with like different aging and coloured blood all over it. But the closer you get to the cave mouth, the more bones there are.
Okay.
Here's just oh, go ahead, Mike.
Super quick. This makes me feel really sick saying this, but can I just go and suck off some of the blue congealed on the bones, please?
Sure. Roll a Constitution check, not a saving throw, just a check.
You just cracking open the bones and sucking out the marrow. Go.
I need the blood.
Jack Taylor says about prestidigitation as a cantrip. I don't know if anyone has it, but that it can change your smell.
Yeah, it can do, yeah. Or you can kind of create a
not as
smell
a
within a
cantrip.
small area, or you can clean yourself up.
I think Chad needs that more than anyone.
17. 17.
17, yeah, you find like what looks to be a thigh bone that's still got some like chunks on it, and you just you start licking up
Lovely.
parts of it, and you look over to your right, and Mildred's like crouched next to you in the same pose, and she's like looking at you, and then picks up what looks to be like just a hand, like still just bones of the hand, but there's still a bit of the webbing in between the fingers. And she starts eating that, but as she eats it, it turns like black and necrotic. She puts it in her mouth, but she's like looking at you whilst you're eating the bones.
Your turn to feed her, Mike.
Okay.
No, she's just gonna puke up blood in her mouth.
If you're feeding her, you should ask her if she knows what lives in there. Like, how many bears are stacked on top of each other? Is it 2? Is it 5? Is it 100? We'll never know unless she knows. No?
Did you just ask her that?
No, I'm saying you should ask her that.
Okay. I ask her that. Like, can she tell us more about the beast that's in there? Is it 1 bear, 2 bears? Are they stacked up against each other?
She shakes
How
her
many
head.
bears?
It's like no. It's like
Know more about the beast?
it's like a big panther, but it's got tentacles on its back. And we
What?
call-
Tentacles?
Yeah,
Sex panther.
a black,
It's like an eldritch.
like a large panther,
Large panther with tentacles.
and it's
Yeah,
got
you
6
love it.
legs, and the people of Keld, they call it Flickerfang.
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 That sounds terrifying.
Was it eating
Really?
something with tentacles, or does it have tentacles in addition to the legs?
Sorry,
Or does it have
the name undermines the scariness of it.
Maybe we can make him our pet.
It's got tentacles growing out of its back.
How many?
Like a lot.
Can you
Oh,
even
you know
count?
what we should do?
Like 4 or 2.
Are you
Not sure.
well, 2, 4? Like
I've not seen
you've-
it.
You've counted 6 legs, so
No, this is what the people have told it. Mama wouldn't let me come here.
Hey,
we need answers. You need to help us.
Wait, she doesn't know for sure. It's like, folklore.
it might be something else. But this doesn't sound very edible if it's got 6 panther legs and tentacles. Like, that might not be the best meat. But you know what we could do? Mike, you and I both have Dimension Door, right? What if we Dimension Doored this thing back to Keld and just let it loose on all the gnolls?
You're going to see the people in the trees.
No, none of that. Yeah,
That'll
fuck
solve it.
you.
You know what? I think you're onto something there.
What if we just let this thing loose on those guys, and then we, come in, depending on how things end up with the Flickaflack and the Nolly Boys.
Ellie's in the chat.
Does
Hi,
she?
Ellie.
Ellie, should we do it? Ellie said. I think Ellie said yes.
Yeah, I
mean-
mean, say yes.
All I'm thinking is that it sounds like a surf and turf all in one beast. Like if you kill it, you've got like a land beast, and then you've got tentacle calamari. So
Yeah, but what if it kills all the gnolls first?
yeah, and then we've got extra meat.
Just so you know that with Dimension Door, you can bring along objects as long as their weight doesn't exceed what you can carry. You can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller. This creature
Reduce
looks
it.
to be bigger.
I can
But if you reduce it, you could reduce it down.
Or
to
I can enlarge myself.
That's also true.
Stop talking about that. We don't want you to.
I touch myself, and then I
No.
No.
and then I throw it in a hole, and then we appear in Keld. Right?
You
I
touch
also-
yourself, you enlarge, and put it in the hole.
Yeah. Good plan or best plan?
I think we need to move on from that plan.
A private plan to be discussed between you two when you're on your own later.
What I'm thinking is there any armor on these bones and stuff? Any, like
Bits of
big
clothing and
weapons?
armor and like supplies and stuff that have been scattered around that the creature hasn't wanted to eat or can't.
Okay. I kind of want to see if I can get any like medium armor, because I think it's medium that I'm allowed to carry. So I realise
Yes.
that I'm not.
As a druid as well, you can only have non-metal.
Touch yourself.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Right.
Badges and Spoons, for another 25 bits with Touch Yourself.
My mum.
Right thing to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around because I can carry a shield as well. So I just want to kind of equip myself ready for battle.
Okay. So you can put together some piecemeal armor. It's like a mixture of hide and leather.
Yeah.
It'll give you an AC of say 13, plus up to +1 from a dexterity, so an AC of 14. And if you use a shield, it'll get you to an AC of 16. But it does mean if you're attacking, you can only attack with a one-handed weapon.
Okay.
Because you've got a
That's
shield
fine.
up. Or if you drop the shield, your AC goes down by 2.
Okay. So yeah, no, that's fine because I can attack with one arm. That's fine.
If
No,
we
no, I can't. Yeah, I can. I've got a ghost arm. Oh shit.
Yeah.
No, hang on.
Are you going to hold the shield and
Oh. Can Lady Suspiria hold a shield?
Yeah, she can hold physical objects.
You must have come across this problem at some point in the last like 2 weeks.
Lady Suspiria, I might need you to do me a favor. I know we've a couple of times in the night we've kind of played around with what we can and can't do, but I need you to.
what?
I need
Hey,
you. I need you to. I need you to help me hold a shield, and I need you to hold it well.
How well does she hold things, Potter?
Very well, Potter. I'll give it my best.
Put your full welly into it, all right?
Okay.
Grip like you've never gripped before.
Getting weird now, Potter.
She's like
Good stuff.
500 years old.
Experience over youth.
She's about 2,000 years old at this point.
There you go.
Cool. So she can. Okay, fine. So she's holding my shield.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
You know-
nothing else.
And nothing else.
she hasn't got enough hands.
Yeah.
If we're trying to sneak into the cave, what we could do is bring Mildred with us, and if things go wrong, just have Mildred touch this beast.
Hmm.
But then we
'Cause
won't
it
get
would-
what we want. 'Cause it will
We
shrivel.
won't, but at least we'll have cured the town of Flickaflack.
What
What?
we need?
That's
We
its
need-
name, right? What's its name? Flickaflack?
The town of Flick.
No. We'll have saved the town of Flickaflack. The beast. The
This is the
legendary
whole
beast.
guy called Lumberghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Not
sure
the
it's
other way
standard.
around.
We don't want to put her in danger though. Like,
I don't think she can die. She's necrotic and undead, not dead.
She's not
Pre-dead?
undead.
Pre-dead. She's pre-dead, like us.
So alive.
she's a child. Like her. She's a child.
She
Yeah, she's pretty vulnerable.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I mean, what we need to find a way is a way to safely pick her up and throw her at the beast.
She can. Well, yeah, she can go on. I can cast the floating disc, which follows me,
Yeah.
and then we just zoom her at.
I don't know if we can ethically
Beast.
throw children at the beast.
So okay,
What's-
so she was brought up as a child listening to horror stories about this beast, and now she has to confront her childhood fears of us throwing her into a cave of some flicker-flack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or we get the Flickaflack back into Keld, which would be the ideal scenario here.
Can't do that because it's too big.
We don't know that because it's a childhood fear of hers. It might be a tiny little.
Then why would we want to inflict it on the
Are
gnolls?
you sure that you don't want me to go in invisible, climbing on the walls? And
If you can go take a look at it, see what we're up against.
I'd rather do that than throw a child in.
Well, yeah, I wasn't gonna just throw her in willy nilly. You should go in and see what we're up against, and then if you can, try to send it through the portal. If not, it's a cave, right? How big is the cave hole? The entrance.
The entrance to the cave system is wider than it is tall. It's not a consistent shape, but looks roughly 12, 15 feet wide and maybe about 6 feet tall.
So here's what you do. You sneak in, see what we're up against. If you can get it through the dimension door yourself, do that, send it to Keld if it's worthy. If not, it's probably going to be aware that somebody's trying to fuck with it in its cave and might run out. And as it's running out, I'll cast dimension door on the door as it's running out, so it runs right through it.
What if
It'll have to do a test, and if not, then we've got Mildred that we can throw at it.
If only willing creatures can go through the door,
Yes.
and it's not willing, would it not just run straight through past the door and at you?
It would roll against it, right?
I would say normally it's you can also bring one willing creature of your size or smaller. So either you're going to have to enlarge or reduce it if it is indeed one size category bigger than you. It probably would have to contest against your AC with advantage because it would be hostile towards you, and you'd have to go through the portal with it as well.
So it's not the perfect plan.
It's got holes.
But I guess we should start with sending Mike in to see what we're up against.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah? Does that make sense? Because then if, assuming we don't lose Mike, which we
I
might.
mean, we've lost Mike, but let's.
Yeah,
No,
She's gone invisible.
She just went straight into the cave.
Yeah, she's gone invisible.
While we were busy talking about plans. She's back. Mike, you're going in.
Okay.
So Mike, cast invisibility on yourself. Mark it off.
Yep.
And I need you to do a stealth check with. Do you have anything on you that gives you bonuses to stealth?
I mean, I'm using spider climb, but
That's more just you able to walk on like horizontal, vertical, diagonal surfaces, all that jazz. I suppose anyone can walk on a horizontal surface. That's the ground.
I don't think I have anything that helps me with stealth.
No, do you not have a cloak? I can't remember what your cloak does.
My
Oh, it's came with the mountebank. No, that's dimension door. No, yeah, you don't have anything that aids to your stealth. So just roll a stealth check, a normal one, please.
20.
Nice. Passive perception. Yeah, okay. You go into the cave system. It's highly uneven. It's like going spelunking down here. Like there's not a nice path that goes through. It's just all uneven and broken up rocks, and you have to kind of like slip through bits and pieces. There's even more scratch marks in here, even more bones, older bones. And eventually you get to a point where it kind of transforms into this makeshift nest area. Not like a bird's nest, but where all of this debris and sort of flotsam and jetsam that has been brought in here to pad out this area. And you hear, before you see it, this loud feline breathing. And as you peek in, have you got dark vision?
I feel like a vampire should.
Yes. Yeah, you do.
Dark.
Yeah. So you got dark vision. You see, I'm going to say because you're a vampire as well, normally you see in black and white. I'm going to say as you're a vampire and you've got eyes of the dark, you actually see in shades of red.
Ooh.
So just different contrasting red shades, almost like an infrared kind of scan of the area.
Like Predator.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you see this large 10-foot long panther creature with I think 4. Two either side, but 4 front legs, and 2 big, powerful back legs. A tail is kind of curled around it at the bottom, and then these 2 even larger but tail-like tentacles, still covered in the sort of the short black shiny fur of the panther. And on the end of these tentacles, it kind of splays out almost like a little manta ray shape, but it's got all these spikes on the underside of it. So it looks like when it whips out, it can just grab things with these tentacles and bring it in, like these big, sort of almost palms that got spikes on it.
Let's not eat that.
No. It also sounds like it's already from another dimension.
Can I be relaying this over thoughts up to everyone?
Yeah, I was gone when she went in, but I casted thoughts out.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, we just kind of like rushed through it, but yeah, that was something that you mentioned before, Mike, going in. So thoughts up is on, and the very last thing you notice, Mike, as well, is that every so often, as it's sort of breathing heavily, as it's sleeping, it flickers.
What do you mean?
Like it's kind of goes in and out of visibility.
Oh dear.
And out of visibility.
Maybe its Wi-Fi wasn't doing great.
Maybe.
Wait. If she's only seeing in infrared,
Yeah,
and it's still flickering, does that mean that it's actually like it's not just a visible?
Well, I'm saying like
version of
she's
it
looking
that's
through like an infrared color spectrum, but not actual infrared, so she's not seeing heat. She's just seeing things in shades of red.
Okay.
So she's still looking at things through a visible spectrum.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Gotcha. That makes sense now.
On a separate note, Khalil Spoopy says that your hair is looking great today.
Oh, there you
That's
go.
nice.
Thank you. The one good thing the quarantine has done for me. So thank you.
The chat also, I can't remember who said it, I'm sorry, but also mentioned earlier that it's canon that Mike's hair looks great no matter what circumstance
Yes,
or outfit.
it's true.
Same with Tim.
Mike with the great hair.
Tim's moustache.
That is down today. Got a droopy stash.
Oh. Gringo.
It's also spoopy, by the way.
So it's sleeping.
Yes.
It's flickering. So am I taking that as in it can go invisible?
It certainly is in the moment, but it looks like it's doing it unconsciously.
Tickle its tummy.
I don't want to touch it. Is there anything else around it? Is there like any prey or anything? Like is it just this in the?
Yes, its nest is made of all like trash, basically. Like it's brought in, like rags and clothes and like bits of wood and fiber and dead branches, and just made a nest for itself in it.
Should I come back out? Like, what do you want me to do, guys?
Oh, tickle its tummy.
Here's another kind of probably terrible idea, but we stole these eggs from apparently a big giant lizard, right? Maybe we get the thing that laid the eggs and set them against each other,
like
or we send them both into Keld. Yeah,
It's a
like
plot of a
Godzilla
movie.
Kong.
We can't copy that. That's copyright.
Is it?
So a bit like
I don't remember King Kong having
King-
tentacles.
King Flicker versus Chadzilla. Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying?
Something like that.
It's got legs. It's got 6 of them. It's got legs.
So we're gonna hunt down the lizard, lure it back to this.
No, we don't need to hunt it down. We just need it to find its eggs.
So lay a trail of eggs.
We make an egg trail, is what I'm saying. Yes, you got it.
All right.
That leads it to the legendary tentacled panther, and either they duke it out or we somehow get them to back to Keld. Are there any eggs in this cave, Mike?
Not as I can see. I can just see trash, and no eggs are in this trash.
Yeah, it'd probably be like either like squidlings or baby cats if there were anything. It would be eggs.
Roll an investigation check.
Yeah, there's
Mike.
nothing that it's like that it is taking care of or protecting.
There's nothing that it cares for.
There's nothing that it cares for. It's
You
Just
get
a
8.
heartless abomination.
Yeah, Mike, as you look around, you don't really see anything. You don't see any squidlings or kitties around.
It's ridiculous.
Okay,
I kind of love the idea of an egg trail.
we don't have enough eggs though.
That's true.
That's not true.
We
Oh,
could
yes,
do
yeah.
if we create minor illusion.
I mean, it knows that it has 7 eggs, but you could replace some of the eggs on the trail with the minor illusions.
Every
Or
other
just
one.
keep doing laps back.
Yeah.
Just getting the last one and bring it to the front.
Yeah. Running around in a circle.
Every other
Can-
one. It's fine.
Here's a random one. Can I tell how far along the eggs are? Being a lizard?
I'm going to say you can. I'll give you an advantage because it is literally a giant lizard, but to counteract your disadvantage, you just roll once.
Well, that didn't help. What did I do?
And nature.
Oh, I've actually got decent nature. I think.
You got one with
Well,
nature.
I got a +1, so I got 5.
5, yeah, you think about halfway,
Okay, never mind. So they're not about to hatch. All right. Well,
according to your roll of 5. No.
Oh,
I've given my terrible, potentially murderous ideas. I'm open to suggestion. Mildred, do you have any ideas? Want to contribute?
She looks around. What are we doing?
Well, do you know what this thing eats? Does it eat peaches by chance?
People?
Peaches?
People?
so Sam, can someone ask Mildred if when they were telling her these horror stories as a younger child than she is now, did they tell her a way of defeating this thing?
Do you know what it takes to kill this thing?
Mama didn't want to kill it.
Well, Mama should have thought better. Can you?
Why? Let's ask her why. Why?
Yeah.
End of conversation.
Goodbye, Mildred. No, A-Y and B. Is there any other food that you can make like the peaches?
She
To
said
make
it was,
eggs, perchance?
She said it was brought here against its will, and it's not fair to kill it just because it's angry about being here.
Okay.
Who did you say who brought it here or why?
It came from the Feywild.
Who was she? Like, what did your mum do? She seems really wise.
She nods. She was.
Can you tell us a fun fact about your mom?
She protected all of the Lurking Wood.
Oh shit! She probably was a witch.
Was she? Hang on. Wasn't there like a woodland hag or something that there was a rumor around that woman?
Wasn't
Yeah.
it the name of a pub?
All right, the landlord kicking in there.
Franchise.
I'm sorry.
One step at a time. I'm sorry that your mum isn't with us. Did she have any ideas about what she wanted to do with the already forgotten its name, the tentacled panther?
Like a beast.
Flickerfang.
Yeah, that's the one.
She wanted it to be okay and not hunted.
We're trying to hunt.
We're trying to kill it, make it bigger, and then eat it.
I've got an idea. I've got something that potentially, if it works, means that we won't have to kill it and it will listen to us.
Oh, do you have animal control?
Yeah, is that Geas?
Yeah, there's multiple ways of doing it. Gaius.
Guys.
I love that idea, and let's try that rather than kill it, because I don't want to upset our little friend. But I also am very aware that we will be going back to the village with 2 new mouths to feed that are both terrifying to everyone in the tree, and no food. Some potentially rotten pieces.
Between the 2 of them, if we take them back to Keld, we'll be feasting on gnolls for years.
Fair.
Yeah, I don't think we should kill this
No.
thing.
Agreed.
The more we learn, the less we should kill, which sort of feels like generally a lesson we should have learned 80 episodes ago.
Well, we learn it with animals. It's just people that
Yeah.
we struggle with.
I mean,
Surprised we're not fashioned to it.
Good thing it wasn't a big person in that cave, otherwise it would have already killed him.
it's better with me turning over a new leaf, old leaf, to going back to pacifist ways that we don't kill it. So, Mildred, out of interest, if we help this creature, does the stories say something good will happen, or
We're doing it altruistically.
Save it for more.
Yeah.
well, you said
Us?
it doesn't want to be hunted. So if we don't hunt it and we help it get to wherever it wants to really get to, is there a place?
I don't know. It came from the Feywild.
You need to give us a little bit more, Mildred. We're not all there, so we need a bit more help.
Can you send
do
it
you have...
to other places?
Other
Say, Potter, do you have any...
Other dimensions?
Yeah.
We can send it to other dimensions.
Mama said it needed to go back to the Aldurwood.
We can take it to the Aldurwood.
We took a squid up to the north and threw it under a bunch of ice. Like we can take anybody anywhere.
The Aldurwood is where the fairies live.
Yeah, put them in a door. We'll shove it in.
It's not on this plane of existence.
We've got means of traversing.
Do you remember any stories about how you can get onto that plane of existence or send something there?
Mama could.
Well, your mama's dead, so it's gonna have to be you.
Come on, Potter.
Like roll in intimidation check
She's gonna touch your face.
with advantage.
She's wasting our time. With what intimidation?
Yeah, with advantage.
We're gonna feed
Poor
you
innocent
in a minute.
child.
I didn't mean for it to be intimidating. 18.
She starts crying, like these black tears, and she runs off into the woods and hides in a stump.
Right, you stay here, everyone else.
I've never liked kids.
Talk to my daughter like that.
You've adopted her.
Talk to me or my daughter like this ever again.
Well, that didn't go how I thought.
No.
Right, bringing up her dead mother didn't go where I thought it would.
Well,
We need to talk her out of the tree. What are we going to do then about that? Does anyone... you could redeem yourself if you have any, like, nature, fae...
Yeah, you were gonna use something, right?
Yeah, so I'm gonna turn invisible. Oh, can I do that? Hidden step.
What do you
You can
want
do
to
it for
do?
6 seconds, yeah.
Oh no, that's not long enough, is it?
What do you want to do?
I want to go in there because I need to see it, so I can't see it from where I am right now.
As in, like, I can speak with animals, or is that what you're trying to do?
No, I've got Gaius, so I just need to be able to see it, and then
Oh, right.
I need to try. It's basically I'm just going to try and take over its mind a little bit.
Is that friendly?
Well, yeah, it is sort of.
You know, everybody likes that.
Well,
Okay.
if
And then
you,
I take
I know
it
we
over.
tried the animal thing first.
I mean, what
you might be able to find out
Six,
how it can get home if you take over its mind, right? Or is
Yeah.
that just you are now controlling it? You
Well,
don't know.
I'm a little bit disappointed that we're not up to 7. I haven't got a 7th level spell yet because I
We're
could
close.
have it under our rule for a year. Damn it.
So close.
Does anyone have anything that can just converse with it if it's not an like?
Somebody is speaking with animals, right? I have
I literally
telepathic
just said,
bonds.
I literally just said I can speak with animals.
Yeah.
That might be like
Who could do it? If only we had.
If only we had one
speak to
person here
animals.
If
Only
that was
counts as an
already
animal.
in the cave.
If only we could converse with an animal.
If it counts as one, then that would be better than trying to take over its mind from the start, really. And that as a backup, we could take over its mind.
I have
Yeah,
a telepathic bond that I can cast again, which should let me communicate with it if Annie can't.
Oh, add it to WhatsApp. WhatsApp.
Yeah, add it to Thoughts app.
Let's try that route. And then if it gets pissed off and comes out, I'll do the guys.
It says I can communicate with beasts.
I also haven't added it to your character sheet yet, Annie, but you've also got Dominate Monster as part of the boon that you
I was thinking about that, but I didn't remember what that meant. But also, I don't necessarily want to dominate it yet. I sort of want us to be friends.
Fair enough.
I could summon a dryad, which is a medium fae, and they can speak with beasts and plants if they communicate, and
It comes from
They are
clans of the
fire.
Fays.
they share if they share a language.
What?
Sounds good.
There's so many ways to solve this. Is this how the whole game should be played, Tim? Because
no.
usually we just charge in and cut headshots. But
But we've decided we're vegan in character now, so
we're problem solving. All we do is we eat peaches and feed them to other people.
we only murder people, not creatures.
Yeah, that's
People are
fair.
not creatures.
Yeah.
People and people and peaches, not gnolls and creatures.
Nice.
It's a good band name.
Yeah.
Kickball.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Speak with Animals.
What spell did you cast to create your visibility? Is it just regular invisibility or greater invisibility?
If I say greater, does that mean I'll stop being invisible?
If you say greater, it means you stay invisible. If it's normal invisibility,
Greater is the only one
Okay.
that I know.
oh, that's the only one you have. Okay, so you cast. I'm just gonna actually double check that. I believe you can cast spells out of greater invisibility, and it doesn't reveal you. Just double check. Your creature. Yeah, your creature becomes invisible until the spell ends, which is 1 minute. So I'm going to say, like, by the time you've climbed through this, you probably only got like a couple of rounds left of your greater invisibility. So you've got like 12 seconds left after you cast this. But you cast Speak with Creature. What do you say? It's asleep.
Wait, quickly. In thoughts that, what's it called again?
Flick a flack.
Flicker a fae.
Flick a flack.
Tim?
Flicker Fang.
Flicker Flack it is. Okay.
You don't, and that's just what people in Keld called it. You don't know if that actually is its name,
In
or
that
if
case,
creatures have called themselves anything.
That's it.
I'm staying invisible and I want to stay as close to the wall as I can.
Okay.
Can I go? Let's try and wake it up.
It's blow in his ear. Yes.
I don't want to like alarm it.
I don't think you want to do that. Not by Tim's reaction there.
Okay, you blow in its ear, and its ear does that cat twitching thing, and its eyes snap open, and immediately the tentacles start like shifting around and like feeling the general vicinity, and it slowly gets up, and there's like this low growl in the back of its throat.
Which sounds like.
Hold on.
He's just coughing. Don't worry. Oh, Tim.
That's gonna be a soundbite.
Friend, I come in peace. I'm a friend to you. I mean you no harm. Please don't kill me. I'm here to help.
Roll a persuasion check for me, please.
When that big cat stretches, do its tentacles go like...
The tentacles start like raking at the inside of the nest.
Okay.
22. No, 24.
Damn, that's a high persuasion check that
I have
that Mike has.
persuasion.
Okay, it sort of hunkers down, but doesn't. It stops growling, but is continuously searching around, like trying to find out where this voice is coming from.
You don't know me, but I am a friend, and I have some friends outside. We want to help you. We want to help return you to somewhere safe. Will you not?
Why would you help me?
Because you're a family person, and we're family people.
Are you laughing at him as well?
No, I'm not.
Yeah. Well, Mike does have a tendency to laugh in like
Yeah.
inappropriate situations, so maybe
It's just my face. I'm so sorry.
it's like my face whenever we play hidden role games. I'm not the spy.
Always
I just
me.
have a guilty face. Yeah, it's always Alice.
Always happens.
So it It considers your words for a moment, and then says, "I did leave my family behind."
On purpose?
Yeah. On
Roll
the tapes.
Oh, thank you, Spoopy Milk Penguin, for 25 bits of saying "roll the tapes." Roll
If
those
only.
tapes. It says to you, "No, I was pulled from my home, summoned here
Summoned by who?
Whom?
by two."
Correction.
Autocorrect. That was that.
It's by the fleshy two-legged ones.
That sounds like us.
Yeah.
Not me.
Fleshy.
Got two legs and fleshy.
I've got 3 legs and 1 tail.
Do you know why?
They made me their pet.
I'm so sorry. We love animals and wouldn't want to harm them or make them pets. So sorry.
Was it the gnolls?
Was it the gnolls?
I don't know what a gnolls is.
Can you did you see whoever summoned you here?
Yes.
What do they look like apart from more than having 2 legs
They
and
had
fleshy?
They had face hair. And they wore tubular clothes. And they placed structures upon their heads.
Ask if you heard any names.
Did you hear any names?
Yes.
What were they?
I was going to say, ask the names. Ask the names.
Sakaris and Pieter.
Yeta sounds familiar.
One division.
Yeah.
If there's any way that we can help you, would you accept it?
It thinks for a moment. What do I have to give in return?
Nothing, but it would be nice if they could help kill some gnolls.
You
But
want it to, kill the gnolls.
maybe
Also-
lead with the nothing though.
Yeah.
We
Also,
try-
don't eat us.
Huh?
Also, don't eat the people that are here right now.
Okay. Okay. We're trying to redeem our old ways, so we don't really. We feel bad having to ask you for a favour, but we would like for you not to eat or kill our group, or anyone that's in our group, and we would like some help killing some gnolls, some bad creatures that have killed our friends, and we will. If you help try to protect us, we will help try to protect you and return you to your home and family.
Also, we need a fun fact.
P.S. I'd love to know an interesting fact about you, and also your name.
Nice.
Names don't mean anything in my species. Call me what you wish.
What do you wish?
It's a name then.
What do you wish?
I cannot.
What?
You want a fun fact from me?
I would love one. Nothing would bring me more joy right now.
These are not my tentacles. They stuck a squid to my back.
Phased into a squid.
PPS, how many bears are you?
I'm Jesus.
And Jesus.
How many bears and Jesus? I am 23 bear Jesuses.
Whoa! It's way more than I thought.
It disappears for a second and then reappears. 2 of it reappear further down the entrance that you came down. And
What?
starts climbing up out of the entrance.
What?
Sorry, it disappeared and two more of it appeared near the entrance.
Yes.
Okay.
And starts climbing
just-
out.
I just asked for an interesting fact, and it's now multiplied.
But you also asked for it
fact.
to not kill us, right?
Yeah.
Did that get through to the adult?
I
Because
did.
he's coming out. There's 2 of them.
Wait,
It's 2 bears.
It's It's 46 bear Jesuses.
His name is What You Wish. But he didn't. He sort of was kind and nice, but he didn't. He seemed to like agree, but he didn't actually say I agree.
Right.
I might cast Chad's pad. Mildred went to go cry, so I might cast it around Mildred if anybody wants to ride this out to see what's about to happen.
I'm gonna stay here for now.
All right.
He's not out of the cave yet, right? They're not out of the cave yet.
Not yet.
Okay,
It's on its way out though.
Wait. What you wish? What you wish? Wait.
So Jack Taylor in chat's just put what you wish. So it's
That's
two
nice.
names.
What do you wish?
Like it.
Yeah. The double bear Jesus.
What you wish? The double bear Jesus. Love it.
Will you help us help you? Help me help you help us help you?
Stop confusing it. You're gonna make it angry.
We can come to a temporary alliance.
Great.
Yes.
How do we get him back to his home to make sure that we can actually?
How can you
stop him?
fulfill the thing that you've
We promise.
I hadn't got that far.
Fine. We got tricks up her sleeve that we can kill it. It's fine.
We're not
gonna kill it.
Can someone just knock Barter out or hide Barter?
No, I'm not gonna kill it. It's
Go
an
on.
animal. I don't
Go
want to
and
hurt
pop
an
that
animal.
girl out of the tree. We can get her into Chad's bed.
Then
So, going back to Chad quickly because it's coming to the end of the cave. Are you casting Chad's pad?
Around Mildred, yeah.
Yeah.
Because she went to run away and cry. I assume she didn't go that far.
She went maybe 50 feet away into a stump.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to comfort her, but also protect her while I hear all of this happening. Because
So Chad, sorry, not Chad. Party, you're not going with Chad, are you? You said you're going to stay there. Aya,
No, I'll stay at the cave.
you stay at the cave.
But what's it saying? Kenko can go.
Kenko will go.
Over near the-
Pip and Bando will go as well with you, Chad.
yep,
And then you cast Chad's pad?
I sure do. Which means that did we catch its name?
You wish what you wish.
What?
What you wish? What you wish? That way, what you wish can't get in.
No.
But neither can you guys. Sorry.
No, neither can Parter or
Yeah.
Parter or Mike
Aya or Mike.
or Aya. Yeah.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to comfort Mildred, but mostly just protect her from whatever the hell is about to happen.
Okay.
Because there's 146 bears in there, and I did not prepare for this.
So for Parter and Aya, you see these two 10-foot long giant panthers stalk out of the mouth of this cave. They've got yellow cat-like eyes that are darting about all over the place. As they come out of the shadow of the cave, you see these big, thick tentacles that of themselves are about 8 to 10 feet long. These vicious-looking spikes on it that are constantly feeling around. A bit like how cat's whiskers work to identify spaces around it. These tentacles have a similar, although more menacing, kind of appeal to them. It's got 6 powerful legs, four front legs and 2 back legs. It's got a tail like a panther would, but it's 2, maybe 3 times the size of a regular panther. And they kind of split up when they come out of the cave as well, and start flanking Parter and Aya. Mike, you can follow if you want.
What does flanking mean?
Going either
goes
side,
right.
splitting up and going either side.
Okay, but
Generally
you're
intelligent.
not allowed to harm them, kill them, or eat them. We agreed to this.
For now, we have a
Sounds like
temporary alliance.
He literally sounds like the axe in panther tentacle form.
Yeah, I've got
The
very
axe,
finite kind of creature voices that I have.
He sounds like your spider. Don't blame this on the
Meow.
axe.
The spider sounds like a teenager.
Yeah.
Like a medicine pen.
Mom.
So what are we gonna do with our pet panthers now?
Are they cool, Mike? Are you sure they're cool?
They're cool for now.
They were sniffing us. Why are
You're welcome to sniff.
No,
mine.
no one can see the wink that you gave there, Mike.
I mean, if they're sniffing you, feel free to sniff them back. Just don't touch them, kill them, or eat them. That's the agreement.
I sniff it.
Okay.
I don't. No, I don't.
No, I think it seems like it's its culture.
Okay.
Like a little sniff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Aya, why don't you roll a animal handling check for me, please?
No.
Do not handle the
We all
animals.
know that Aya's great at this.
I mean, Jack Taylor's also just pointed out in the chat a little bit earlier. The Friendly Boys have never come to a non-fatal agreement with somebody before. We haven't thought
True.
this far ahead. No, we are out of our comfort zone.
7. Yeah, you go to sniff it, and before you can get close, within scent range, you narrowly avoid like the tentacle like swiping at you. It's one of those cats that you see on the street that you're like, oh, and then it just like swipes at you and hisses.
Just punches you just because you're wearing a trench coat.
Exactly,
No
yeah.
reason at all.
And it just runs up behind you and punches square in the back of it with his little cat paw.
Well, to be fair, the only pets I've ever had have been extensions of my own mind, so I don't know what I expected.
What you wish, we agreed, no harming.
Good.
I do exactly the same as what
Aya?
Aya just did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll an animal handling check.
This Carter deserves whatever you're going to hit him with, so
11.
Yeah, slightly less close, but similar reaction that you get, where it just gives out a muted roar, and but swipes at you with one of its claws this time. Again, it's more like get away from me rather than I'm going to slice your face open.
That's good.
He's just being friendly.
Again, these things are like twice the size of you in any particular dimension, and 8 times your weight.
Oof.
I don't know if it can understand me, but through Mike at least, I have also been sent from somewhere else. Don't know if I wanted to come or not. So I can understand that when you land and come out of your Starbuck egg, you can be a bit cranky, and that's fine.
I relate this to the two bigger ducks.
There's 2 of them now.
There are many words there that I don't understand.
Father?
No, he's gone.
I was trying something different because it was too much like the older sax.
I was too distracted by the accent to actually listen to what you said.
Row, 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 row. There are many words there that I don't understand.
You just want to go home it.
He doesn't sound intimidating.
That's why I've only got like one intimidating creature voice, which is just breathy and raspy, low voice.
We all go. Pss, 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 pss,
Try and give it some cheese.
pss. Yeah.
Is this what happens when they get like he turns into 2? Like one gets like the cool voice.
Yeah.
the other gets-
That's nice.
Yeah, he's got glasses.
Yeah.
He's wearing a tweed jacket.
It took me a while to understand what the hell was going on in this place as well. So, sure.
I've been here for 30 years.
Oh. But you spent a lot of time indoors, right?
I'm assuming again, like it's just going via Mike.
Yeah.
Until very recently, last 5 or 6 years, I was imprisoned.
Where?
Oh, he's obviously done something bad.
Underground in a tower.
Was that where you were summoned to?
Yes.
Do you know where this tower was? Oh, quick question actually. What can we get him onto the Thoughts app and communicate that way?
You have to recast it.
Do I?
He looks so offended by that.
What?
What?
Yeah, but I already casted
What the
it
fuck?
once. I had already casted it once.
Yeah, but you didn't have him in it when you cast it.
Oh, are you trying to talk to him?
Yes.
Makes it easy. We can all
Puts Mike out from being a.
All right. Well, now I can't cast any more 5th level spells. So you better fuck this up.
We can go through Mike. It's not
Yeah, that's fine.
with Mike's
Wait.
fine with that.
Yeah, we'll
Oh,
just
wait,
carry on
yeah.
through Mike.
Okay. You can use Mike as a mic.
Okay.
Mike check. Mike check.
to Mike. Where was this tower? Do you know? Can we? Would it help you to?
Right.
Are they gone now? How did you get out?
I can get back to there. I can track my own path. I remember the terrain.
Do you want to do that, or do you just want to forget it first?
What was the terrain like as well?
It turns into a red, rocky land.
Like a desert.
Have we done a red rocky land bit?
No, we've pretty much done the snow and forest.
Yeah, we went from swamp to sea to ice.
It doesn't have a forest like this. It is
Would you say
red
just
dust and blue and pink stemmed plants that grew many tens of feet into the air.
Desert.
What's plants in the air though?
Cactus.
Grew many tens of feet into the air. Like it was that
Yeah.
high rather than floating.
This is just checking in with this out character. The what was the agreement you had with them, about
We will help him
Get
go back home, and he won't harm, touch, kill us, eat us, and he'll also help get rid of the gnolls.
he doesn't know what a gnoll is, so we could
We said
technically
they're bad creatures.
use him to go and fight the bad, evil guy, not just the gnolls.
I feel like if we keep him around that long, he'll get pissed because that's like 30 days away.
True.
Well, how far into our 30-day agreement are we? Siri?
Your
Pirate.
30-day agreement
Yeah.
with...
Oh, 30-day time.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
Our timer.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And the twins.
Yeah. So you are...
We still need to get back there.
Which might not be that long.
I kind of feel like we
thing
could.
on the line and for 22 days. 21 days. 20
10, episode 10.
days.
Two 10 days.
Fast travel. There we go. 71. You're on 65, so 6. So you've got 24 days left.
Oh, that's not bad. Yeah, we might be able to keep this thing on the line.
Okay.
I wouldn't bank on it, but what do I know? I'm in Chad's pad.
Well, we can always go back to my Gaius if we need to. We've got that and that last.
My
30
Gaius
days,
will talk to your Gaius.
I can use dominate.
Monster.
Go back to true to form. Okay.
Try to be nice.
We learned a fact.
Okay.
We did our job.
I kind of want to.
We could at least it can help us get rid of the gnolls, and if we can send it back by then, maybe we should. But we've also got like the little world-ending child with us as well. She might want to come.
I bet she does. Yeah. Well, we are adopting her and feeding her regularly
Yeah.
now,
As
so
long as we treat her better than Sebastian.
I was gonna ask if, like, with all the bones around, can I, finger bones, hand bones, can I make her and I like matching necklaces?
It's cute.
Yeah, you can roll a crafting check of some description.
If anyone else wants one.
yes.
Why don't you roll a leatherworking tool check, because you have that boon from your god,
Sweet.
Yuan.
Yeah, sex cook.
So you can make like a leather thong that goes around the neck. Not that kind of thong. It's a genuine term for a leather.
It is fitting.
When it comes from you, and it's that.
Talking about the sex god. I
Yeah.
guess. Okay, it's just a piece of leather that goes around someone's neck, that you can put bones on. Pretty easy just to drill into bones to make holes that you can feed onto this leather strap.
What am I rolling?
So leatherworking tool, you can add your proficiency modifier to it, which is plus what? What is it? Where is your proficiency bonus? 4 plus 4, and I'm going to say, don't know, what would be the best? Survival. I'd say survival. So plus 4. D20 plus 4.
17.
Yeah, you make some pretty good like equidistant kind of bones on this leather strap there on the neck. So you've got like this. You managed to find like some form of bird skull that you put in the middle, and then these like smaller to bigger to smaller bones next to it, equidistant around it, and it makes this nice kind of like shape of the necklace goes around the neck.
So I can make 3 of them in a very short space of time.
Yeah.
Cool. Chad, you get one as well.
Hey, you can't get in or out of my pad, but thank you.
You just
I'm
knock
gonna
on the door,
recommend
hold them up.
that you make one for Pip so that she doesn't lose her mind with
Ugh.
FOMO next week.
Yeah, I'll make her a quick little bracelet.
Okay, a bone slit, like a bracelet. You make it out of like a fish, so it's like a wraparound because frogs like to eat fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like a fish eating its own tail, but in a bracelet form.
So creative.
So if the whole landlady thing doesn't go, you can always set up your own Etsy shop.
A terrible one.
Mike's and crafts.
Yeah. Like some crabs, like the legendary crab. I don't know. That's not
Well, no.
Oh, yeah, no, okay. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Moving swiftly on to the end of the episode, because we are past our time. But now is a good ending point. So you have these 2 panther-like creatures with these tentacles coming out of its back. You've kind of semi-cemented a relationship with Mildred. And you've got some eggs, although we don't know what we're going to be doing with these eggs. You've got a bag full of peaches. Yeah,
Which is good.
Which is good.
We didn't fuck this up.
No.
Good
I'm kind
job.
of getting
us.
worried about the size of our party though, because I kind of feel like we've got Sebastian, so now we're going to have Mildred, and then we're going to have these big cats,
It's like
And
a
a
bowl
Drake.
in
plus
a
a
bush.
spider, plus a drake.
Thank you, Spoopy, for another 25 bits. Like a bowl in a bush.
The
Very much like what this episode felt like.
lights that you see at night. when you
Indeed.
close your eyes.
Indeed. That's right.
We need an army to go against the army that we're about to fight, right? This is good.
Yeah.
Ragtag army.
This is your, well, spoilers, but this is your Avengers Endgame
Yeah, exactly.
assemble moment at the end.
This is it.
I'm all for it. Definitely.
Well, this is at least the prep for it. This is the first 21 movies leading up to this end game.
We've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
We're about to get
You're
cut
currently
in half.
you're currently in Thor: The Dark World.
Right.
A long way to go.
Anyway, so I'd like to thank everybody who's joined us tonight on Twitch chat. Thank you so much for the bits that you've given out and all the interaction that you've had tonight. So thank you very much to Badgers and Spoons, Jack Taylor, Spoop Milk Penguin, Abbott Costello, Casino Thanks, Commander Root, Droop Dog, Extra More, Fopire. I'm hoping I pronounced that correct. Go with him. Have this too. Ice Wizards, Idelia, Joint
Wizards.
Effort, Lemon Juices 12. So thanks
I'd like that
everyone for
one.
joining us tonight.
Yeah,
And
that's some good
say
names.
hello
Thank you.
everybody on YouTube watching the video on demand.
Robber Slayer. You forgot Robber Slayer.
Robert, did I?
Robber Slayer.
Oh, Robert Slay.
The lemon juice.
Oh yeah, Robert Slay. I didn't scroll down enough.
I was
But-
about to say sound alerts, but that's not.
No, that's something that we use for the bits and stuff there.
Also, thank you to Nightcat and Clayton Osborne and Lynn Edwards for commenting on last week.
Absolutely. Yes, thank you so much for everybody on YouTube watching as well.
We
Um,
heart you.
And last but not least, thank you to my players. So that's Khalil, Alice, Josh, and Annie. If you'd like to plug your
Me?
social media, now is the perfect. Yes, you, even you.
You.
But if you want to plug your actual or made up social media accounts, now is the time to do it.
At Chatty Daycare.
Chatty Dick. Nice. Lovely.
ALUCYE.
At _ Josh Den.
At Annie_squirrel. And Tim, where can everyone find you?
You can find me at Lord Stepcase. You can also find us all collectively at Crit the Bed, everywhere that social media exists.
Tim, what's happening in 5 days? What's going to happen? We don't know what time it's going to happen, but it might
That's
happen.
very,
Maybe
very
it's
true.
gonna happen at some point.
It will. Yes. So we've been talking as a group that we want to do something for the charity stream that's happening for Game Blast. That's going on from the 27th to 26th to 28th. I forget the exact...
this weekend.
It's this weekend.
It's fine. We can dub it on YouTube.
Yeah,
Just open your mouth, and Alice will put in
26.
roll tapes of you saying.
That sounds like something I
but it is the
10
26th.
day of
Yeah.
Gentrify.
But it's so Game Blast happening on the 26th to the 28th of February of this month, which is this weekend if you're watching us live. We will be streaming on the Sunday. We haven't solidified exactly what we'll be doing, but it definitely will be some form of role-playing game on the Sunday evening, like we usually do with Ravenloft, but it won't be Ravenloft. It'll be something new and different. So join us in for that. And we will collectively also be playing some games together. We may start off early on the Sunday with just one or two of us playing some games and streaming it on Steam. Then, like, as people become more and more free during the Sunday, filtering in, we'll be doing more and more things as a group until we end it with that brand new role-playing game. That, spoilers, may become a regular instalment of the Crit the Bed roster. So if you want to know more about that, join us on Sunday, the 28th of February, 2021, just in case you're watching this in a year's time. We're not doing it then.
I've popped the link
Oh, lovely. That's
into
fantastic.
the thing.
If you
That'll
want to
be
know more
fun.
about Game Blast, you can go to gameblast.org.uk. They are, as I said, it's the UK's biggest annual charity gaming marathon in aid of Gamers Charity Special Effect. You can learn more about it if you go to their website. As I said, Alice has linked that into the chat, and it'll be in the description of the video as well. So yeah, we really hope you can join us on Sunday. We will be putting out the times and the schedule for this on our social media accounts. So that is Crit the Bed on Twitter, Instagram. Find us on YouTube, TikTok, but probably won't actually be putting up the schedule on TikTok because I don't know how that would work. Maybe we can hold up signs each. I don't know.
Could be our best TikTok ever.
Or our only TikTok ever. So probably don't go to TikTok if you want content. Yeah, anyway. And that's enough of me waffling on.
That's why we'll never be on TikTok now. Thanks, Tim.
Yeah, sorry. No, we want to be on TikTok. I'm old and I don't know how to use it. So thanks again for joining us. Join us on Sunday for Game Blast charity stream. We'll also have a link in there that you can donate towards as well. But you'll find out more information on our social media networks, and we'll let you know when we're streaming on Sunday. So thanks again, and we'll see you all soon.
Goodbye.
See you
Thank
there.
you.
Bye, bye,
See you
bye,
later.
bye. Let's raise money. Let's raise money.
Let's do that. Let's do that thing. I pressed the wrong button. So here we go, and we'll see you later.
Oh, fuck.